Now, can you string some stops together?
So Wiggins, 18 points, Jimmy 15. A revisit of the trade. This is Andrew Wiggins' first trip back to Chase since the trade, and
doing that so far. He wants to have a big second half.
Steph Curry in the passing lane, beautiful steal. And Jimmy Butler averages 13 a game against Miami. That is the lowest of any opponent in his career, as Moody is fouled by Norman Powell.
And he's been super aggressive in this one. 15 points and resolute like this.
Steph and Quentin post, working up top. Steph had it knocked away. Post with the pretty good hands initially, and then Powell with the steal. This turnover becomes a 3-on-1. Moody going to commit the foul and make Powell earn it.
It's a good foul. Who are they going to give this turnover to?
Rose. He's got 13.
Norman Powell, I think even more in the second half.
Powell 1 of 2. Just Moody hustling back, committing that foul. 3 on none. Draymond Green, no D'Anthony Melton, no Quentin Post. Or no, excuse me, no E. Santos. There's Quentin Post working on Adebayo and playing the D after the Butler turnover. And Powell for 3. Bam wins that battle on the glass. That's his first field goal.
Ben Adebayo is attacking. You kept your verticality. They get another steal here.
But the Warriors just come out of the halftime locker room throwing the ball away.
Warriors are getting stops initially, but the Heat are just staying with it.
Adebayo missing that 3, and Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler's just got to make sure he doesn't leave his feet with nowhere to go when he's driving.
The Heat's last win was against Oklahoma City. Steph Curry flipping it up and in. This begins a 5-game, 7-day trip for Miami. Longest road trip of the year. Davion Mitchell missing that 3. Moody with the rebound.
Take it myself. Again, get a switch.
We're going to shoot a 3. So a little flat. Davion Mitchell, nice drive, and Curry with the foul. That will be his 3rd.
I told you, defending without fouling is going to get much tougher in this second half.
Davion Mitchell, a couple free throws courtesy of Kia.
Guys that are defensive-minded first. And for him, he's just going, yeah, I'm defensive-minded, but I got to be a threat offensively.
Last 20 seconds of the first half, when the Warriors did not take the last shot and left you with a bad taste heading into halftime. The first 2.5 minutes of the third have been all Miami here. The lead is trimmed to 1. Will Richard catch and shoot 3. Steph's got 8 assists. Will Richard dropping in another triple.
And you got a turnover here.
So the Warriors take advantage. Butler on Wiggins. A 2-man game with Steph. Switch sides to Richard, made 1-3. Bring that one out. To 11 of 29 from deep. The Heat are 7 of 25. Larson driving, hanging, and finishing.
They're relentless with their drive.
Butler trying to set up post. Adebayo, a very good defender there, made him give it up. Jimmy, shot clock at 7. A step around, and he will get to the line.
It looked like he was initially going to shoot it, but as time as you can when you're spotting up there, and if your teammate's willing to just sacrifice, not get a stat, set that screen, that makes it,
gives them the open look. And what a difference in percentage.
And Warriors tend to do that. A lot of teams, that just doesn't happen. You're not making that baseline, hoping the ball comes your way, but man, you don't get any stat there. Just make yourself useful. Set that screen.
Butler hits both free throws. He's 5 of 5, got 17. Davion Mitchell into Wiggins. Oh, Steph's got rocked. That's an offensive foul. Wiggins ran him over.
He just never came to a stop, never got stationary, setting that screen. Ran through Steph, but Steph is built for it. Appreciate it. I've actually given myself credit because he's got black ones on. It's kind of hard to see from here, but I got a good angle. I got a good angle of it real quick.
Curry with the left hand. Butler tipped it up and out. And Adebayo starts to break the Wiggins. Step around, and Wiggins misfiring there. Long rebound out to Mitchell. Powell breaking the paint right to the lane.
He knew he was going to drop ball before the ball got kind of swung to him. His defender kind of had a bad angle to cut him off. He's going.
Jamski working up top with Jimmy. Returns it. Jimmy, what a catch. Butler is holding on to that knee. And that did not look good at all.
You just hope for him that it's not serious, but man, prayers up.
Steph Curry missing that three ball because Jimmy Butler's out for any length of time. The Warriors season is done for a while. So Podziemski in post, Steph Curry with Moody and GP2. And a couple nice pump fakes, and he will draw the foul in the NBA.
Absolutely.
And, you know, a guy rolls an ankle, okay, that happens. When you see someone go down and grab your knee, 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, and 2 drinks for tomorrow against Toronto at Warriors.com. Warriors on a back-to-back. The Raptors just lost to the Lakers in LA. That was yesterday. Missing that three, quick post, good strong.
How's your mental toughness?
Playing without Melton, you're playing without Draymond, you're playing without Keith Santos. But Brandon Podziemski hitting a three, and the Heat will take time.
It looks like he's pointing at the Heat bench. Got a nice little screen there from quick post. They messed
cover from the Butler significant injury. And you still got to play a game. Maybe on Mitchell missing that three. Podziemski trying to get a little contact the other way. Marquez into the paint and an offensive foul. Brandon got down there to take the charge.
Guess who? He got him again. Let's sneak up on him.
Step on Marquez, step back three. Curry got the triple. He's got 16.
You like Steph's efficiency. He's taking advantage of his opportunities now.
Wiggins. Cycle around to Marquez for three. That's flat. Step rebound in motion. Lead pass Podziemski. And Brandon laying it in. What a play!
Well, Steph didn't even let him beautifully throw it over his head. Let him run under it.
Curry's got 9 assists. That was spectacular. Maybe on Mitchell. Flipping it up and out. Air ball goes to the offense out of Bio. Trying to come out with it. Shot clock at 5. No reset. Wiggins straight ahead three, rattling out the Warrior D. Bringing together stops right now. GP2 laying it up and in.
Well, GP2 just ran to that free throw line, and he posted up Andrew Wiggins. He had him sealed. Look at Steph Curry. He loves it. What did you just do? I cannot believe how sad with Jimmy Butler because the way they're playing, you're having visions of like, what could they do this year?
Exactly. As Khalil Ware knocks that down. I mean, they're 11 just playing spectacular basketball on both ends. Post off the Podziemski delivery. QP for three.
Keep the flow going. He's picked. Why miss?
Montecchio missing there. Jaquez hold down that rebound. Montecchio, Steph runs him off the line. And then there is life out of the building for a second. Then the Warrior players responded and have built the lead here.
They've shown their mental toughness. They're outscoring the Heat from behind the three-point line by 18 points. That helps.
He will start the fourth quarter.
Plus 7 points off turnovers.
Shot clock at 5. Post caught that deflected pass. Moody out of the corner to beat the buzzer. Moses. Oh, man, is he shooting threes. He came in 15 of 23, and he's 3 of 6 tonight.
He just keeps it going.
Foul. Oh, man, right to Ware. Throw it anywhere in that radius.
Well, let it fly.
We're sitting there going 18 of 29. Steph Curry. He drops in a 3. He's 5 of 9.
Well, you know, Steph's always going to let it fly. He's looking at the bench after that one.
Powell answers in his own right. Pocket pass to Quick. Post with the left hand.
Did you see how he just kept Khalil Ware at bay? You'll come this far and no more. And Steph and him working together as Khalil Ware stayed up.
6 Warriors in double figures. Montecchio to the rim. They have attempted OKC. You get nervous. All these pocket passes. That one GP2 couldn't quite handle. Jaquez running it back with Montecchio. And he will take the foul and lay it up and in.
GP2 kind of took his eye off that. That was actually, it looked like a good pick.
You don't have Butler, you don't have Steph, and you got a long way to go in this game. Where do you find your points and how do you keep executing? Post on Ware.
I was about to say, he's trying to drive past Khalil Ware. Khalil moved home. He's trying to run something everybody knows. You go split action, you go pick and roll.
Go for the man in the middle. And now floating it up and in.
Well, he's got to look to score. Confidence level goes way up when he's out there.
Will Richard and Pajewski playing with Moody. Along with Horford and Buddy Hield. Steph has 5 fouls. Shot clock at 3. Buddy's got to make something out of nothing. And he did! He got by Wiggins to put it.
I cannot believe that just happened. Buddy Hield is capable.
Wiggins working on Richard. And this. All right, be Steve Kerr for me. When are you bringing Steph back in with 5 fouls? Buddy Hield! That's a 3!
Yeah, I was going to say, if the Warriors keep playing like this, you're buying them time. Maybe bring Steph in around like 4 minutes.
Buddy went full gunslinger there.
Yeah.
He was
It's wild. He's playing an awful game by his standards.
He's been averaging 27 a game the last 3.
He just hasn't had an impact on this one.
Shot clock at 4. Pajewski trying to get around Fontecchio to lay it up and in.
He put just enough in.
18.
Warriors have 48 points in the paint. Driving in there.
Wiggins still scoreless in this. Almost 25% of their missed shots. I mean, that's how many offensive rebounds they had.
Warriors have overcome that so far. Running.
Waiting to get that switch on Pelle Larsson. Pajewski! Oh, man! Brandon in the 4th quarter.
He's 4th with the Heat bench after he scores.
12 unanswered since Steph picked up his 5th foul. And then Wiggins had to take it away.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of smile all year.
They're 11-4 coming in, and now Pajewski is fouled.
Yeah. Warriors, good play. And the celebration, too. There's some high degree of difficulty.
Are you kidding me on that last one?
Like that one. We've seen him do a lot with grenades.
Oh, no. Another one? He did! Oh, it's Pajewski's night! The bench is going nuts! Oh, man!
He's saying anybody can get it. No matter who's stepping in front of him, he can't wait to shoot the next one.
The drive and the pass inside is they have emptied the bench in Miami here. Nikola Jovic flipping it up and in. He is one consonant away from being the Buddy Hield and Pajewski. Maybe they don't have to bring Steph back in at all.
It seems that way.
5 fouls.
I told you, if they keep playing like this, it's Pajewski.
I was going to say, that would have brought the house board last 8 for the Warriors.
I told you, if they kept playing like this, they were buying Steph more time. They bought him all the time.
So Miami, this begins their road trip as Myron Gardner out of Arkansas contract dropped in that 3.
They have to figure out this offensive thing on the road. They've struggled there. They got to the free throw line this game, and they still didn't get their normal production offense.
By Leones, who had been down at Santa Cruz, same thing with LJ Cryer. Getting an NBA opportunity here. We saw Cryer in the preseason. Missing the jumper there. He's not. Leones 3 years at Bradley. Cryer 2 years at Houston. Both coaches emptying the benches. Drew Smith is fouled.
And that's the other thing about the Warriors tonight. At times, there were some struggles defensively when it comes to defending without.
He throws from California Community Colleges. A game. He played 6 games for the Thunder last year.
Well, that's what it's about in the G League. You go there with a great attitude, work on your game.
Trace! I tell you, Pat Spencer sets up Trace Jackson-Davis so well.
He seems to know when to make the passes.
Gardner with the step back.
But that's the thing for the Warriors, too. We have a rest in this 4th quarter. Well, hopefully he's ready to go tomorrow.
You're not going to have Al Horford tomorrow, but hopefully you have Anthony Melton. Hopefully you have Draymond. I don't know about Keith Santos. Cryer had that knocked away, and it's off of. And that's a team that came from 12 down in the 4th and then beat the Warriors in overtime in Toronto. And now the 1-point loss to the Clippers, the overtime loss to Toronto. I mean, out of the 2 of the 4 losses, made you grind your teeth.
That's it. But this is going to be your 6th win on this homestand. I mean, if you told us the Warriors were going to go 6-2 on the homestand, you would have taken it already pretty good. But the Warriors are going to get greedy now.
Pat Spencer to beat the buzzer. Profit. Well, they're going to win. Trace Jackson Davis, nice steal. 4 games in a row for the first time all year. They moved to 17-6 at home. 12-4 in your last 6 teams, Stan.
Isn't that how life works? Everybody's feeling great. You're finally playing well, and then Jimmy Butler goes down, and life deals you some adversity. It's how do you deal with it?
LJ Cryer dropping in a 3. Well, the issue in the NBA, too, guys that kind of run the world on teams, and just they're the best players. And you know, when Steph Curry had the broken hand, the Warriors had a 15-win season. Like it just there's no substitute for our league. They're just not. You look at Indiana with Tyrese Halliburton. You look at Boston without Jason Tatum. I mean, just it impacts your franchise in such a huge way. Fire again, curling that out. So the Warriors, they did it in the 4th quarter behind Brandon Pajemski. Steph Curry went to the bench with 5 fouls, and they won it going away. And there was a foul with 2 seconds left here, and you don't need that. Now they will win 4 in a row for the first time all year, and they will await the medical report on Jimmy Butler. That one is thrown in. It's going to count at the buzzer. They'll change that final score to 135-112.
Why not?
That's the first 3 in Trace Jackson Davis' career.
Yeah. This would be a feel-good night if it wasn't for the Jimmy Butler injury. You say your prayers for Jimmy Butler.